The scream hits me mid-stride, a jagged sound that doesn't belong in the Kruger door. I'm halfway through a routine patrol, coffee still steaming in my thermos, when the noise punches through the cicadas. It's human, male, coming from the dry river just past the fever tree line. I drop them up, sprint, boots pounding red dirt. 50 yards feels like 500. I burst through a curtain of tambote branches, and there he is, a guy in his 30s, shirt shredded to ribbons, flat on his back in the sand with 15 feet of African rock python wrapped around him like living rope. The snake's coils are stacked 3 deep across his chest, another loop pinning both thighs. Its head is reared high, jaws clamped around his left forearm just below the elbow. Blood drips in steady pulses from the puncture wounds, soaking the dust dark. The man's eyes are saucer wide, whites flashing panic, but his still fighting heels digging furrows, free hand clawing at the scaly loops. Every time he exhales, the python tightens. I hear a faint pop, maybe cartilage, maybe a... Stay with me. In the next 10 minutes you're going to see 4 rangers, and me pull a living man out of a constriction most people only see in nightmares, and it almost goes sideways in ways no training manual covers. I skid to a stop 10 feet away. Dust swirling. The man's name is Jake. I learn that later he's a freelance wildlife photographer from Seattle who ditched the marked trail chasing a shot of grey hornbills nesting in a fever tree. The python dropped from a branch thick as my thigh and struck before he could even raise his camera. Now every breath he takes is a negotiation with death. The snake is massive olive-brown, scales flecked with gold, body thick as my calf, muscles rippling under the skin in slow, deliberate waves. It's not anger. It's working. Constrictors don't waste motion. Each exhale Jake manages is a chance for the coils to cinch tighter. His lips are already tinned blue. The python's tail is wrapped twice around a knobthorn root jutting from the bank. That's its anchor. Cut the tail free and it might whip around and tag a rescuer. The terrain is a nightmare. The riverbed is a jumble of fist-sized rocks, thorn scrub, and loose sand that sucks at your boots. One wrong step and someone else becomes the second victim. The light is dropping fast. Sun's behind the ridge in 40 minutes, and pythons hunt better at night than we do. Jake's freehand scrabbles for purchase, fingers raking sand. He tries to speak. Only a wheeze comes out. I thumb the radio. Control, this is Ranger Post 7.
Zulu 1 to base. We have a
Code red,
confirmed code red.
dry riverbed sector
Rhino
4.
down at the riverbed.
Adult
Send
male
immediate
constricted
backup.
by large rock python.
Over.
Need
At the
anti-poach unit
incident
with
site.
captured gear.
Requesting immediate
Evac on
extraction
standby.
and backup.
Move.
Copy.
Static. Then.
Copy.
Copy. Eat 4 minutes. 4 minutes. Jake might not have 4 breaths. I edge closer, keeping the python's head in my peripheral. Its eyes are black beads. Unblinking. The fangs are buried deep, 2 ivory needles pumping venom that's mostly digestive. But the real killer is the squeeze. I've seen warthogs go limp in under 60 seconds. Humans last longer, but not by much. The Land Cruiser skids, tires spitting gravel. 4 rangers pile out. The bow, Dooney, Liz, and Sipho. They've got snake bags. Grab sticks, a capture noose on a 6-foot pole,
Liz,
and a reinforced
right.
canvas tube.
David, stay
The bow
sharp
takes
on the
charge
left.
without a
Eyes on
word
the
from
head.
Ranger. Ex-military, voice like gravel soaked in honey. We fan out in a half moon, keeping the python's head in view. Jake's eyes flick to us,
Keep the tension steady.
pleading.
We
The bow
get one
studies
shot
the
at this,
coils,
David. Make it count.
eyes narrowed, heads occupied with the arm. We pry the body loops first, then the head last. One mistake and it swaps targets. He points to me. We keep that spare noose ready. If it lets go of him and strikes, loop the neck. My mouth goes dry. I've handled black mambas, boom slangs, even a gaboon viper once, but nothing this heavy. We move. Dooney slides a grab stick under the fattest coil across Jake's chest. The snake hisses a sound like tearing canvas and shifts its weight. Jake's eyes roll back. The bow jams his boot against the tail root to stop the anchor from sliding. Liz works a second stick under the loop pinning Jake's knees. The python reacts instantly, releasing the arm to strike at her. Fangs snap an inch from her wrist. She doesn't flinch. That's the moment everything almost ends. The snake's head is free now, swinging like a wrecking ball. Jake's arm blood pumping and rhythmic spurts arterial. Bright red. I shove the noose pole forward, metal loop wide. The python sees me. Tongue flicking and lunges. I drop to a knee. The strike sails over my head and thuds into the sand. The bow is already there. He slams a burlap sack over the head and twists. The body convulses, coils whipping loose from Jake in one violent spasm. Doomy and Liz haul Jake clear. His limp, chest barely moving. I keep the sack pinned while Dabo and Sifo wrestle the thrashing bulk into the canvas tube. 15 feet of muscle takes all four of us to wrestle inside. Scales rasp against canvas sandpaper. We zip it, tie it with paracord. Toss it in the truck bed. The snake will go to a reptile center. It's just doing what evolution built it to do. Jake's on his back now, skin the color of wet ash. I press a folded shirt against the fang punctures 2 neat holes, already swelling purple. Edges puckered, his pulses thready. A butterfly under my fingers. There were radios for the medevac chopper. While we wait, Liz splashes water from her canteen on Jake's face. He coughs, sucks in a ragged breath. Then another. Color creeps back into his lips. His eyes flutter open. Unfocused, the chopper blades thump in 8 minutes later record time. Medics slide him onto a stretcher, oxygen mask fogging with every weak exhale. They slap a pressure bandage on the arm. Started. As they lift off, Jake's eyes find mine through the dust swill. He manages a nod small.
On my count.
But there, the python tube thumps in the truck bed as we follow the chopper out on the access road. 2 days later, I'm back at the reptile holding pens outside Skukuza. The python female, 16 feet, 148 pounds, lies coiled in a climate-controlled enclosure. A radio tag glued to a scale in case she's ever released. I watch her flick her tongue, calm as a house cat. No hard feelings. Jake's in the camp clinic, arm in a sling, ribs taped. He's awake,
Thanks,
sipping
David.
electrolyte water
Just
through a
take it
straw.
slow, son.
I
You're
sit
safe
on the
now.
edge of his cot. You remember any of it? He nods. Wincing. Felt like my lungs were in a vice. Then, nothing. Woke up here. He lifts the bandaged arm.
They nearly
Doc
got
says
me,
the venom's
son.
mild. Real damage was the squeeze.
But here I am,
3
still
cracked
kicking.
ribs. Bruised lung. Lucky. I laugh. Short. Lucky's relative. You're breathing. He looks out the window at the thorn vault. I just wanted the shot. Hornbills in golden light. Stupid. Stupid keeps us employed. 3 weeks after that, him on the same riverbed trail at dawn. Jake insisted on coming back with the rangers who saved him. His thinner, forearm wrapped in gauze, but walking steady on a cane. We reach the exact spot. The knobthorn root still juts from the bank like nothing happened. Jake kneels, runs a hand over the bark, then looks up at the fever tree where the python dropped. A hornbill pair wheels overhead. Marcus cries echoing. He doesn't say much, just thanks for not letting me become lunch. Then he pulls a small drone from his pack, launches it, and films the hornbills he never got to shoot that day. The birds scatter and wheel against a pink sky. The drone hums, red light blinking. Later that night I watched the footage on his laptop in the Ranger mess hall. Hornbills banking over the same river where a man almost died. Same place. Different story. The python's out there somewhere, doing its thing. Jake's alive. Breathing easy. Already planning his next shoot, this time with a guide. I step outside, an eye thick with jasmine and distant lion coughs. The Milky Way spills across the sky like someone knocked over a salt shaker. Every time I hear a branch crack in the bushveld, I remember how fast 15 feet of muscle can turn a quiet morning into a fight for oxygen. And every time I see hornbills flash white wings against the door, I remember the man who lived to film them,